The fact that some of these white folks do not know how to run business, and you've proven adamant you don't want to ask black people peacefully, how do I successfully run this business? And at the end of the day, you are not only running into loss, but you're successfully getting your restaurants getting shut down. Is so amazing to me. Do not get me wrong. I'm not laughing because I hate it when people have their downfalls, right? But it is crazy enough that a black person have to see an observation, call your attention to the observation, and the only thing you can do as the owner of the business is to react this way. And now that is leading to your business successfully shutting down, to your business losing a lot of millions because you thought you have influence, you have the privilege for you to be able to carry on no matter what. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And with that being said, let's dive right into this video. I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go watch, guys.
Ma'am, why is there a dog using a wee-wee pad in a restaurant? What is that? Ramsay pizza restaurant in London. I want to tell you guys, never come eat here. I'm sitting at this restaurant enjoying a beautiful evening with my husband and my newborn baby, and I look up and I see some woman with her dog on a wee-wee pad taking a piss and a shit. I tell the patron, the lady who's working, the waitress, whatever, about this. She doesn't do anything about it. The manager was there the entire time. He said nothing. I still paid the bill. But I'm telling you now, do not come to this restaurant. They allow dogs to shit and piss where you are eating. Beyond disgusting for a Gordon Ramsay London restaurant where he's from. It's disgusting.
Gordon Ramsay's response is not the response that I was actually expecting, and it makes me so disappointed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was this girl who went to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in London. While she was there, she filmed another customer letting their dog poop and pee on like a wee-wee pad inside the restaurant. So unsanitary, right? So she calls the manager and she's like, what are you going to do about this? This is not okay. This is so unsanitary. It violates so many health codes. And the manager's like, I can't do anything about it. Mind you, on the business's website, it says that dogs are allowed only outside on the patio. So she posts this video to TikTok, hoping that Gordon Ramsay sees it and is like, oh my gosh, that's a restaurant with my name on it. I'm the person who created kitchen nightmares. I don't want my own restaurant to be a kitchen nightmare. You would think that's how he would respond, right? Instead, he dresses his own dog up in a diaper and is like, hey, should we go to this restaurant tomorrow night? Which would be one thing, you know, okay, sure, you're trying to be all cutesy and funny about it, even though it's kind of a huge deal, but you deleted the video, so you know it was wrong. Anyway, sad to say, but we lost Gordon Ramsay now.
The conversation around the incident at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant and having dogs or pets in public environments is one that I feel like we needed to have this ages ago. It's gotten out of hand. And I think that this is part, stay with me, walk into my office now because we're gonna get deep as always. But I think this is part of why a lot of people feel polarized by a radical left. Because it gets to a point where like this fake wokeness, oh, I hate using that word, I hate using this phrase, but this fake libertarian approach towards like everyone having equality, including animals in this sense, is very, very polarizing, and it is so insufferable. Because why is there a dog? Why is there a domesticated animal in an eating establishment? Let's start there. And you know me completely. I am a socialist through and through. I am I am going to vote green, okay? However, as someone who has visited Battersea Power Station many a times, I have always been perplexed as to why there are animals with me on this experience. Leave them at home. Leave your domesticated animals in a domesticated environment at home. And like, I think there was a thin line between dogs even being able to be in the shopping centre versus them being in stores with you. I already find that to be quite unsanitary, because I'm here to potentially try on things that I'm going to purchase, and there's a dog here, and dogs aren't, even though yes they're domesticated in some shape or form, they're not trained to go and use public toilets. So imagine I'm trying on trainers or shoes or clothing, and a dog just pees on it, and no one's even taken awareness to it. Like, no one's none the wiser, and I pick up that said piece of clothing and try it on. That could be I could get sick. I've never made sense of it. I've never made sense of it, and I've visited the stores in the power station many times, including like trainer stores, and I'm seeing dogs on the same floors and sniffing products, and it doesn't seem sanitary. It doesn't seem okay. I feel like there's hygiene regulations that are being broken here. But a restaurant, that should be illegal. I don't care what anyone says. I don't have anything against animals. I live with an animal. My family has animals, okay? Like, we have dogs, we have cats. I live aside them. I help take care of them. But why would they be in a restaurant with me? Why? They're not even around when we're eating dinner in the dining room, in the eating area. We don't even let the dogs in, because why are they there? And it would be one thing if it was a takeaway establishment. That would be one thing. But in a restaurant where you're sitting down and having a dining experience and you're eating, and there is a dog right there, it's not okay. Unless there is like an outdoor dining area, then fine. I can almost make sense as to why there would be an acceptance, or there would be some sort of thing at play to just allow animals to coexist in that realm. But inside of an establishment that is serving and preparing food, and then even to have like when I see dog bowls and like water bowls in a dining establishment, I hope there is no cross-contamination there, because it doesn't sit well with me. What are the guidelines to ensuring that health and safety regulations are being met? Because do we keep these said dog bowls in the same vicinity as dining plates? Do they go in the dishwasher with some of these things? Like, no. It just shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. And to hear that this animal was desecrating in the restaurant, no guys, let's draw the line now. That's not acceptable. That's not cleanly. That's so unhygienic, it's ridiculous. Okay? We can all love animals, but we need to draw a line.
So apparently, Ramsay has uploaded a video in which he is making fun of and mocking the situation that happened at his London restaurant on Friday.
Hey, Gemini, can this dog come to Street Pizza tomorrow night, please, for supper? Bruno? Tilly, what do you think?
To stitch my TikTok video with a dog laughing about it is beyond appalling. I will never go to another Gordon Ramsay restaurant as long as I live, and I will not recommend it to anybody else either. I want to again reiterate that their restaurant states that dogs are only allowed outside. I was sitting with my newborn baby inside the restaurant. So why was I seated next to a dog and a wee-wee pad? I don't want to sit next to a wee-wee pad. I don't want to sit next to a wee-wee pad when I'm having a dinner. And I most definitely don't want to sit next to a wee-wee pad when I'm with my newborn son while having dinner.
Read that it was dog friendly. Dining room, and as much as we like dogs, I don't want a dog in where I'm eating.
I agree. I think that's disgusting.
I think that's disgusting. I think that's disgusting.
Girl, they don't make service dogs like that. She was pushing the dog in a bassinet stroller. The dog was not potty trained. On their website, they say dogs are only allowed outside.
I just want to know one thing. Who the fuck raised you young folks? You guys are so surprised about Gordon Ramsay's response. You're so surprised about these racist people coming out. Honey, your subject for homework? History. Read some books. Watch some movies. Okay? History. See, Gordon Ramsay was like, ooh, I get to be myself. I get to respond the way I want to respond. Right? He was real comfortable with his response. And then he soon deleted it. And, yeah. So, like, duh. Right? Duh. This is the thing. I love it when racist people come out. Because as a black woman, we want to know. Black folks want to know where we're not wanted, where we're not accepted. See, it was already in the back of our head about a lot of these people, right? But we give everyone the chance, right? And if you're racist, you're racist. You have that right. That's it. That's all. But if I can say so myself, even some racist people did not agree with Gordon Ramsay's response, because who wants to spend hundreds of dollars on a fine dining restaurant, spending that much money on one plate of food, and you're sitting there trying to enjoy, and there's an animal pissing and shitting next to you? Excuse me, your pet. Is that better? Okay, so yes, so young folks, whatever generation, history, please get to know it so you can prepare yourself and prepare your little ones if you plan to have some or if you have some. Please don't be shocked, honey. History is the lesson. Okay?
That lady was not over-exaggerating whenever she was in a restaurant and there was a dog on a pee pad. What the fuck? She is not overreacting. If anything, she underreacted, because I would have flipped the F out. Truly. What you mean I'm at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, who is seen as one of the most divine chefs worldwide? I'm in his restaurant. Lord knows I'm paying pricey top dollar prices. And then I got a little shit taking a shit on a pit pad? I can't even dog ride. What the hell is going on? I would be livid. That dog would have been kicked right across that parking lot, I swear on everything. Easily, you're spending hundreds of dollars to eat there, not only have the food, but get the experience. You got some little shih tzu, chihuahua, pissing on the floor right next to you. And then the dog owner is going to look at the lady and be like, well, you got a baby. That baby's going to pee and poop in this restaurant too. Ho, not on the outside while I'm eating. She's got a diaper on and she's a human. That's a dog. No. And on top of all of that, they charged her 15% gratuity, okay? They didn't even take any money off of her ticket. She paid full price to be disrespected while she ate food.
Has everyone else seen this Gordon Ramsay dog restaurant thing? If you've not seen it, this creator, Giselle, she went to the Battersea Street Pizza branch. Whilst she is sat with her husband and her newborn baby, eating a probably delicious meal, somebody rips out a puppy pad for their dog to piss all over in the restaurant. Bear in mind, if you go and watch the video, this is inside. She's done a few follow-up videos, and like, I'm pretty sure on the website it says dogs are allowed but only outside. Then raised it to the manager, and the manager's like, no issue. The dog is going to the toilet on the floor of the restaurant, no issue. Are you well? That is revolting. Oh, and then the dog owner was like, oh, well, how's this any different to your baby just going to the toilet wherever it was? It's in a nappy and it's a baby. It's a human. That's a dog. I mean, I hate to say it, but this is some real white people shit. Someone in the comments as well was like, am I the only person that'd be fine with that? So you want to eat surrounded by dog piss, dog poo. What is wrong with you? Anyway, she pays the full bill. They wouldn't even like remove the service charge, I don't think. And then obviously this has got like 11 million views. So like Gordon Ramsay responds, but in not the way we would expect. He posted a video of his dog with like a nappy on. I think she must be in season. Like, oh, would this be allowed? And I'm like, what the hell? Have you not watched Kitchen Nightmares? Because he would never say that was acceptable in someone else's restaurant. I don't know if there's like a double standard for him, but like I feel like Giselle is like completely in the right. I don't understand how anyone actually thinks that's acceptable. It's just revolting. It's just like a disgusting hygiene issue. I'm awaiting to see further comment from Gordon Ramsay because I cannot believe that would be his response.
Gordon Ramsay took down that video of him hyping up that dog that was pissing and shitting in his restaurant because he didn't want the health department to come after him and shut him down. I don't think he cared that people didn't like dogs. I don't think he cared that people found it gross. I think he realized that, like, what he was doing was a literal health code violation and against the law. You can't have animals shitting and defecating in restaurants. Like, that's fucking weird, bro. Like, I really don't think that he gave a fuck about what people thought. I think he realized the legal ramifications of what he posted and what he admitted to allowing at his restaurants. It was like, oh shit.
Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in London is set to temporarily close after a video surfaced showing dogs being allowed inside. The incident was exposed by a customer, Giselle Cade, who posted a video showing a dog using a wee pad near the dining tables while she was eating. Cade was dining with her husband and newborn at the time, and she was shocked and appalled by what she saw. The waiter and restaurant manager were present the entire time, but took no action. The video quickly went viral on social media, sparking widespread discussion and criticism. Even more surprisingly, Gordon Ramsay himself replied to the dog on social media, suggesting that, in his and his daughter's view, this was just a joke. The restaurant's policy allows only VIP/D floor guests to bring pets. Yet this time, a dog was in the regular dining area, creating a major conflict. Viewers reacted strongly, calling for authorities to thoroughly investigate the restaurant's hygiene practices to prevent this from happening again. Some pointed out that while the VIP/D privileges allow pets, the reality of a dog relieving itself in the dining area was completely unexpected and unacceptable. Do you think restaurants should be allowed to let pets in, or is this a clear case of mismanagement? Share your thoughts in the comments.
There's no way Gordon Ramsay actually commented this on her post. So this is the post where the dog goes number 1 and number 2, and the lady is just appalled by it. Everybody thought Gordon Ramsay would feel the same way, but he didn't. He actually doubled down and made a post that's now been deleted. A lot of people think that's AI though, and that is not AI. That is actually Gordon Ramsay's daughter, Tilly, in the video. A lot of us felt like Gordon Ramsay would be disgusted by this. If you're used to seeing him on TV go in and grill people about having rat poop behind their restaurant equipment and things like that, this is not the Gordon Ramsay we expected. Maybe that's how he's used to living though, because he comes back, shows the animal in a diaper, and basically makes a joke with his daughter about it. Giselle is the lady who made the original video, and she just is absolutely disgusted by it, as I would be too, and most of the world agreed. Nobody wants to be sitting there in a restaurant and smell fresh. I even saw where people were talking about E. coli and things like that, so I don't know.
It's already bad enough that dogs are allowed inside of the grocery store, but when you are in London at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, there should be absolutely no tolerance for this. However, he does allow dogs outside of his restaurant, but there's this woman on here named Giselle who went to a Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in London, and there was a dog inside of the restaurant who urinated and doo-dooed on a dog pad in the restaurant. And when she asked for the service fee to be taken off because she didn't want to pay that or to be confiscated for what happened, they told her absolutely no. Gordon Ramsay then goes into her comment section and posts his dog on the floor as if it was a joke, and then posted it on his page laughing with his daughter. What has the world came to? This we talking about the same Gordon Ramsay that yells at people for having mice in their restaurants. I, I have no words.
The Gordon Ramsay team violated their own policy. If you go to GordonRamsayRestaurants.com, you will see that it says any size dogs are allowed at the Battersea restaurant in London. But what you will also see is that it says outdoors only. This is their policy on their website. And in that video, you can clearly see that the dog was inside of the restaurant. At no time did management ask the patron to leave. At no time did I see management or any member of the team sanitize or clean that area where the wee-wee pad was. That it clearly states that dogs are only allowed outside. So they violated their own policy. I want to end this video by saying we did not ask for a discount. We did ask to have the service charge of 15% removed from our bill, to which they did after some back and forth. Nobody at any time apologized for our experience. I have not heard from Gordon Ramsay or his team. While I was there, nobody cleaned or sanitized the area. At no time did I see anybody address the dog owner, or did I see any repercussions for the events that took place.
This woman went to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant in London, and across from her, while she was eating, was a little dog on a puppy pad, ready to relieve himself in the middle of the restaurant. Not outside, not on the patio area, no, in the middle of the restaurant dining area. And when she complained to staff because this is unsanitary to have an animal relieving himself in the middle of a restaurant, they did nothing about it. They treated it as if this was normal. Now, after she made her videos about her experience, everyone was in her comments just waiting for Gordon Ramsay to come in with a response to this, because this is unacceptable even to his standards, right? Well, he did make a response and then deleted it within an hour. Here it is.
Hey, Gemini, can this dog come to Street Pizza tomorrow night, please, for supper? Bruno? Tilly, what do you think?
And then the caption for that video read, maybe his next enterprise should be doggy diapers. Now, before the video was deleted, there were definitely commenters within his comment section talking about how disappointed they were in his response. Because if this was a restaurant that he had visited on like Kitchen Nightmares, he would have torn them to shreds for it, right? Like, this cannot be the Gordon Ramsay standard to have animals relieving themselves within his dining room. But he did delete the response, so maybe we are awaiting a new one? I don't know. What do you guys think about this situation?
Having TMZ run a factually incorrect story on me was not on my 2026 bingo card, but here we are. Let's talk about it. There were so many falsehoods in this, it's not even quality journalism. 2 women walked in with their dogs in a bassinet baby stroller. The dog was licking the table. From the moment they walked in, it had not been 5 minutes before she put the wee-wee pad on the floor and started to encourage the dog to relieve himself. From my seat, where I said, hey, what's going on? This is unsanitary. She kept comparing her puppy to my newborn baby. She said repeatedly, your baby shits and pisses all the time whenever it wants. What's the difference between my puppy, my dog? She kept comparing her puppy to my newborn baby. Per TMZ, we demanded to move tables. We were moved, and that was it. That never happened. We never demanded to move tables. We demanded that service and the manager address the patron. The manager told me, and I quote,
that's what we can do. We cannot control animals.
That's awful. So you want us to pay the full bill? We're not. You're going to remove the service charge. We cannot control the animals, ma'am. And then he gave me a bill, the full bill, with the 15% service charge added on, to which I said, I am not paying the service charge. Manager did not care. We paid the full bill. There was no discount given to us, nor did we ask for a discount. We paid the entire bill. Nobody at any time apologized for our experience. Nobody cleaned or sanitized the area in which the wee-wee pad was in while we were there. When you go to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, At minimum, you expect basic customer care, basic hygiene. Those are the two things you expect at minimum. My feeling is none of that was there that night. TMZ at no point has reached out to me. I've had multiple media outlets reach out to me to speak to me. TMZ has not reached out to me. They at no time requested my side of the story. There's some magic eyewitness that was there and who saw everything, which none of that happened based on their account. TMZ, you keep calling me the woman, the woman. It's Giselle Cadet. Gizzellecade. Get it right.
The reason Gordon Ramsay made fun of the woman who reported the incident with the dog at his restaurant was because he did not see her as a real customer. Gordon Ramsay is a world-class chef who made part of his career teaching people how to operate and keep restaurants sanitary. So the fact that he made a choice to simply dismiss this woman's complaint about such a critical issue speaks volume about what he considers to be value, especially when it comes to his customers. He wanted to signal to the people whom he considers his real customers that it was still okay for them to come in. If this complaint came from anyone that was remotely famous, they would be on top of it immediately. In fact, it would be a public apology. It would even be them reaching out to that person privately. So Gordon Ramsay knows exactly what to do in this situation. He just chose to act the way he did just because he felt like it would just disappear because of who was reporting. This was a very big deal. And I think it's because of who was bringing on the complaint that he thought maybe if he made fun of it and dismissed it, it will go away and no one would care.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed all of that video. What's that flying? And I hope you guys enjoyed all of that video that I actually rolled out for you guys. And this is how a wise man successfully shut down his business. As a business person, you need to learn some basics or some strategies relating to business. Because you see, as I am, if this YouTube thing I'm doing is my business, no matter how it is, I'm going to try every single possible means to protect the image of my business. And this is why I said, and I'll keep saying that a lot of white folks do not really know how to run business. In the first place, hygienically, are you supposed to bring a dog and his peeing pad or his pooing pad, whatsoever you call it, to a public restaurant? And to now add it up to the fact that the restaurants have it that 80% dog free is freaking me out. So I understand the fact that a lot of people cherish their puppy, cherish their pets a whole lot. But when it's coming to the point that you're coming to a public place, not only a restaurant where people will literally sit and eat, where people will literally put something in their mouth to their belly. You're bringing him to the public with a peeing pad and a pooing pad, and he's even doing it. And this black woman have to point out and be like, "Oh, this is what your dog is actually doing." And the only thing that you can say is comparing that particular dog to her baby and saying, "Oh, you have your baby, and this is like a baby as well." And even when the owner of the restaurant's attention was called upon, the only thing he can see or he can say was to literally do a video. You can see it. I actually wrote it out in this particular clip where he was literally pointing hands and showing east, west, north, and south. And you want me to believe that this kind of person actually knows what business is all about? This person understands the tactics relating to business? He doesn't. He doesn't. Because if he does, if I am in the position of that man, the first thing I will do is to make contacts with this lady, plead with this lady, and apologize for every single unhealthy behavior that must have burst out there. Now, after that, what do? I am going to make sure that that same mistake will never repeat itself again. And if eventually the video has literally gone up, I am going to still plead with her to draw back the attention of this video, or even if she's leaving this video, making sure to explain that automatically This is actually what the owner of the restaurant have to say. So it is not as difficult as that. So you think you're passing my bag, they're not going to see you. It is not as difficult as that. But because they want to emphasize in all of this privilege, they want to glorify every single attitude that they are doing. They want to make it look like what this black woman is saying does not really count. This is the position where we are right now. Even some white folks are saying that this is an absolutely no attitude. Is an absolutely no attitude. Is that bad? But anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. Credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Do not touch the dial. Come back for more. Bye for now. I love you guys. Mwah.